G'day fellow skiers, in this video we're going to get 10 tips about trampolining with Davey B.
Exactly. Hello, we're going to work on 10 tips today how we can relate trampolining to freestyle skiing. Let's go.
Perfect.
Tip 1, good posture.
Having a good posture. This is super key, just like on the mountain, the same on the trampoline. When you're bouncing up and down, the force is going to want to push you back. So you have to have the shoulder weight just in line with the feet, just like on skis. You want to be a little bit boxy and have a little bit of tension. For the reason being, you don't want to be loose. If you're super loose, the trampoline's going to send you all over the place. Having a good posture is the base. This is going to keep us nice and balanced.
But when I'm out coaching camps, posture, so important. And when you practice just jumping on a trampoline and you manage to have a good posture resisting the G-forces at the bottom, that correlates really nicely to the jump. We also want to have short movements, but powerful. Tip 2, perfect the pop.
Popping. Just like on the mountain, it's a little bit on the trampoline, but it's essential to create a base foundation to keep you nice and safe. You got to take it up, not like this. Taking it up, and then you're in control. Woo, woo. If you jump straight off the bounce, gravity's controlling you. If you take it up, delay it 1 second, you're controlling gravity, you're in control. It's a funny concept, but you find it out through repetition, and in time, it'll click.
The thing that annoys me the most in freestyle skiing is to see poor pops. When I'm coaching camps and stuff, when people don't pop well, they don't learn anything well. Because you have to really want to go up to be in charge of your destiny. Otherwise, if you just pull up your legs, you're gonna end up backseated forever. Tip 3, grabbing.
It's a little bit similar to us on the mountain. On the trampoline, it gets you into the exact same position as the grabs would be on skis. So it's a perfect way to practice. Let's go. We start with the safety grab, and we can get a little bit more complex and stick in the Japan. Focus on having a tight core. Bring your legs up. You got to go to the grab. It's not going to come to you.
Take the opportunity to play around with grabs. Spin to the left, grab with the right, grab with the left, mix it up. And also mix it up with different tweaks. You can tweak to the back, the side, or even in different body positions. Like this, for example, this is a very different safety grab than this. So have fun with it. Tip 4, shifties.
Shifties and double shifties. This is a great thing to practice on the trampoline. It's the exact same when you're in the air, on the mountain, on the skis. This is a good drill to develop body tension and movable tension in the air. 1 shifty, take it in with a double, and we can transcend it into the 7. We're starting to develop a little bit of tension in the air and control.
As much as I love shifties, they look cool, they're fun. Be careful with them. You don't want to mix up rotation with shifties without knowing how to properly rotate. Because some people think they can counter-rotate themselves to a 360, which leads to trouble. Tip 5, 180s and 360s.
The trampoline's the perfect place to practice this. Super safe. We're going to focus on generating a little bit of torsion, a little bit of spin with the upper body, and then the lower body following it. We don't need too much of a wind-up, but a little bit of exertion from the upper body is going to help follow through with the lower body. Start with the 180. 360.
In my experience, taking a 360 from the tramp to the snow can be pretty difficult because on the tramp, you get so much hang time and you spin so quickly without the weight of the skis. So I could recommend that you try some 360s as well, just standing still on the ground. Tip 6, bigger spins and spotting. Oh yeah.
There, we're stepping up a little bit. With the bigger spins, you're going to need a little bit more of a wind up. Not too much. This is really important. If you wind up too much, you might lose some power, like I used to do in the past. Start with the 7. Let it wind up, another 7. Squatting here. I can see everything. We're going to step up to the 10 now.
If you've ever done like cool flip of sorts and maybe you felt like, wow, what happened there? You were not in control. Things just happen. To move from that to a trick where you feel in control, spotting is actually key. And it's going to shorten the time it takes for you to feel in control if you work on spotting that landing. Flip, look, flip again, look, bam. And that's a double cork, for example. Tip 7, spinning with grab.
You got to be patient. You got to take it up. The first step, take it up. Second, in the air, you can go for the grab. Third, spotting, preparing for landing. You got to take your time. The grab's not going to come to you. You got to claim it. You got to claim it. You got to claim it.
When you're first learning spinning with grabs on skis on the snow, I'd like you to think about it as two things. First, you already know how to do the 360, for example. You do first the 360, have some patience, then go for the grab, spot the landing and stomp it. Don't mix it up. Tip 8, control while flipping.
Developing control whilst flipping. We're stepping it up again. And the reason being for this is we want to be safe, we want to be controlled, and we want to avoid any accidents when we have the possibility of an over-rotation. One good tip, start with the back flip. Get over quick, open up, Superman, you're spotting everything, you got the control. In the Superman, it allows you to be ready. You can drop your legs down, you can stall it out if you're going too big. Over quick, open out. That's control.
So when you would take your flips to the snow, I often try to like under flip and under rotate a little bit on snow, and then like pull it a little bit extra at the end if I need it. Find it easier than to slow it down. Although I do that too sometimes. Tip 9, use throwing mats.
This is a really, really safe way to avoid any unnecessary injury, and it eliminates any unnecessary risk. This is going to save us if we get into any awkward positions. Let's check out.
While you're throwing mats in the tram, out in the mountains, I suggest you try to do your new tricks maybe into powder, or an extremely well-shaped jump, ideally with a southern landing so it gets a little soft, or maybe even onto a big airbag landing, which are becoming more popular. Tip 10, repetition.
Repeating the tricks is only going to drill it into the mind and drill it into the body, and that's what we need to have a safe day on the mountain. I like to do sets of 3. We're going to start with a cork 7. 1, 2, 3. Hi.
The way I think about this is that when you first do a trick, when you've never done it before, stick to 1 rep and then have a good solid rest and think about how it went, visualize it, and then try again. And then as better you get, the more reps you can do. But don't overdo it. I see people do far too many reps occasionally until they're out of breath and dizzy. Avoid that, it's a recipe for disaster. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you sent it.
Thank you, Jens. Thank you everyone for watching.
And consider watching this video maybe during the camp.
You should.
See you in the next one.